And the gate is down, and here they go, folks. And a close battle going into that hole shot. Who's it going to be? It looks like the Yamaha going to be able to grab it. Let's see who the official word is here on this one. Looks like the number 67, I believe, out front. And it's going to be the number 71 Husqvarna of Gavin Baker out of Hendersonville, Nevada. Going to take the hole shot here in this one, Zach. And, man, we are racing here in this C-Class.
Yeah, we are off and rolling for sure. Got a couple of riders down in the corner just before the 10 Commandments. But a clean start there in this 250C Junior 12 to 17 class. So your leader off and into Storyland.
All right,
on
Zach.
Screen, seeing some chaos.
I believe we got the Alabama boy out front. That's Kerry Owings on the 67 machine. Yeah, that is going to be Kerry Owings. He's going to be riding for Rise Decals, O'Neill, Dunlop Tires, and Scott. Trying to get himself out front early here in this one.
And it looks like that might be the 87 making a move for second place as well. I think that's still Gavin Baker, your Hole Shot Award winner. Hold on, it's the 67 making the pass for second. The 71 finds himself in third.
All right, so a Yamaha out front.
And the 71 makes the pass back, says I'm not finished yet.
All right, that's going to be the number 19 leading the way. That is Kyle Pelialagos out of Auburn, Alabama on his Yamaha. He is 17 years old, riding for Triangle Cycles, Blue Crew, War Eagle MX Part, Monster Mountain MX Part, and Answer Racing.
So your leaders making their way across the finish line for the first time. The 71 does reclaim second place. The 67, so it's Kyle Pelialagos.
Yeah, Pelialagos out front.
And Gavin Baker sits in second. Kerry Owings checks in third. Robert Weiss there in fourth. William Barrett in fifth. Dawson Baker, Devin Cook, Walker Alfano, Carson Hall, and Trent Salisbury round out your top 10.
And it looks like things are tightening up there for that second place position. I believe we have a pass going on. And we do. It's going to be the number 16, I believe. That's
Robert Weiss there coming on the Husqvarna. And Weiss coming out of New Jersey, 16 years old. Sponsored by Scott Goggles, Callahan and Mech School, Factory Connections, and Focus X Gear, headed towards the front here in 250C Junior.
And the 252 stroke moving their way up through. I saw two there right in the top 5.
And the age-old argument, two-stroke versus four-stroke. Yeah, two-stroke versus two-stroke. But no, that is what a lot of these riders have to decide. We see Jeff Emick, perfect example, big fan of the two-stroke out here at Loretta's. Some riders, die-hard four-stroke guys. So the number 16 making the two-stroke work for him.
Yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages, no doubt about it.
And it looks like the 15 of William Barrett may be coming up there with Weiss as well. As now he's putting pressure on the back of the number 16.
Up and over the Rocky Mountain they go as they head towards this Polysport Pond Sweeper. And the number 15 looks like he is on the move on that KTM. That's going to be William Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett is coming to the front in a hurry. Cuts to the inside there, coming around the Polysport Pond. And there's the pass on screen.
And he's down.
So the number 16 of Weiss is down. The 15 of Barrett had just made the pass. There goes the 71 checking in. So it is now the number 15 of William Barrett leading the way. Barrett coming out of Georgia with Gavin Baker in second. Kerry Owings now holds down the final podium spot.
And Zach, was that our leader that just went down there next to the Wall of Fame? I believe it was. Yes, that is going to be the number 15, William Barrett. Going to go down there just on the opposite side of the Wall of Fame. Tough break early in this moto for him.
Simple mistakes starting to bite some of these riders and getting really excited. As soon as they get in that lead, they want to try to put the hammer down and run away with it. But we've got a close battle up at the front still, as now the 71, Gavin Baker, takes over the lead. And one of those riders able to pull a triple in the Commandments. That's definitely going to help. I think that was the 67, Kerry Owings, now making a pass around Kyle Pelialagos.
So the number 15 didn't lose too much time there. William Barrett able to get it up and going in that 5th spot. So Zach, he still might be in contention for this one.
Yeah, without a doubt, these riders have still got a little bit of time before they're going to be seeing the 2-lap card. So I think he's going to try to recover. Didn't fall out of that front battle. He's able to keep them in sight. As there we see the 67 jumping in to the sand section.
And Zach taking a look here at the board. It's William Barrett on that number 15. He had to pass 4 people to get up into that top spot last time, so he just has to do one more time as we see the number 71 entering his way here into the Polysport Pond Sweeper.
Yeah, the battle is on for the lead. The number 19, Kyle Paleologos, there trying to make a pass around the outside. He tries to take the long way around. And he's got a little more momentum coming towards the finish line. We'll see whether or not Baker's able to pinch him off. And no, we've got a pass. Kyle Paleologos reclaims the lead over the number 71 of Gavin Baker.
And it looks like Baker trying to take some alternate lines, find a way back around, back into that top spot.
Yeah, Baker going to try to figure out exactly where the number 19's faster than him. See if he can remount a charge here before this thing is said and done. You better be careful, though, because they've got just about a second back. Kerry Owings still in this fight as well.
Oh, the number 71 gets
he's going
loose.
For a ride. Oh, a big hit there for the number 71. He got off rhythm there. We saw the feet come off the pegs, and at that point, he was just hanging on. A tough break there for the number 71 of Baker, having such a good race before that.
Hopefully, he'll be able to get up and remount, come back out here from Moto 2 and 3. So, looking back on the screen, there's the number 19 of Kyle Paleologos coming around.
And we talk about that. We've seen throughout the day yesterday and even so far this morning, some of our favorites in these classes not having the first moto, whether it's bike malfunctions, whether it's a crash. And one of the things we haven't talked about is how that shapes them throughout the week. They kind of become the dark horse. They're obviously still fast. As long as they're healthy, they're able to get the bike fixed. And so the number 71 just going to have to try to refocus. Hopefully he's going to be okay. That was definitely a tough one to watch there, as now we are watching the number 16 and the 67 go at it. I feel like these two have been locked into a battle pretty much this entire race. Weiss there trying to get around Owens. He goes to the outside around the Polysport Pond.
And watching now the number 67 on screen, that's Kerry Owings as he makes his way around through the finish. And Zach, just a couple bike links separating them. Gonna have to find an alternate line, find his way around, and looks like he's gonna try to do it here next to the Wall of Fame.
Here we go. Weiss runs into the inside, gonna try to get a clean drive out of this corner. And there we go. The number 16's able to close the door as they exit the Yamaha Mechanics area, headed into the woods. And Weiss makes the pass, finds himself in second place, but don't count out Kerry Owings yet.
And it is a 252 stroke battle here in the 250C Junior 12 to 17 Limited.
And Jackson, just a little update there. One of our early race leaders, the 71, still looks to be down. Hopefully he's okay as the riders make their way through those commandments. And now we start to see the ruts, not crazy deep, but very solidly formed. You got 3 to 4 different lines in almost every corner. And those options oftentimes, the smart riders are able to make the most of it. As you saw there, Weiss able to duck to the inside in the mechanics area and make the pass. There, it looks like they're choosing majority outsides coming through Storyland. And one of the things we don't talk about a ton, Jackson, is just how long the ruts are. You can see in this shot right here, even exiting the corner, these guys, the front tire kind of starts to pick up out of the rut. But even headed out into the straightaway, they're still digging.
Yeah, Zach, and those are the kind of ruts that you're not going to find at your local track, not go on for 100+ feet. And as you've been seeing them in Storyland, especially where they take that right-hand corner over the roller, really starting to get treacherous. Even this early in the morning, we can already see probably about 12 to 20 lines made right there.
Absolutely. And one of the names we haven't mentioned so far is the number 37, Walker Alfano there, and he is getting into the mix as well, hot on the heels of the number 67. And so Alfano there trying to make a charge in this last little bit here, the first Moto 250C Junior. And I think he's going to be able to make a pass around the 67.
This is where we saw the pass be made last time around. A little different strategy this time, guarding the inside as our camera goes back to our leader, the number 19 of Kyle Pelialagos. We'll see who comes out of here first. There is your second place. That is Robert Wise on the number 16 Husqvarna.
And the number 15 is locked into a dogfight right now. I'm sure he can hear. He probably thinks it's the 67, and now he's seeing it is not. It is the 37, getting a great drive.
And the number 15 is going to retaliate. That's William Barrett. He's not going to give it to him easy, Zach.
Yep, and these riders going the smart route, just doubling, and then singling out of the 10 Commandments. Nobody wants to make a silly mistake. That was something Megawatt mentioned earlier. You know, just because these guys can uncork a triple doesn't always mean they need to, because sometimes things go wrong. And there is a time when it goes right, as we see the number 37 of Walker Alfano leaping his way into the lead. And Jackson, just looking by the body language of Barrett, looks like he might be starting to get a little winded too. These are long motos out here at the ranch.
No doubt about it. The 2 card is out, so this moto is winding down. A 20-minute moto for these guys, I do believe.
And Jackson, that means I'm going to probably start to make my way down towards the podium, but I'll be listening to see how this thing turns out.
All right, so Kellen's going to come join me now here in the booth as his 250C Junior 12 to 17 limited class comes to an end. They should be getting the white flag this time around. The number 37 making some moves this last time around, Kellen. Able to get 2 riders just in that 1 lap within about 4 turns.
Yeah, Walker Alfano there on the 37, like you said, trying to move his way up and get into this mix here. Looks like he was able to get all the way to 3rd in this 1 single lap. So getting on the podium late in this moto, a good way to start off your week.
And that just shows how fit he is here this week at Loretta Lynn's, to be able to charge at the end of the moto when everybody else is kind of just trying to make it to the finish line. He's still pushing, he's still going up to the front. So that's just an attest to his fitness here at Loretta Lynn's.
The 19 of Kyle Pelialagos, though, pulling away out front still to the tune of that 7 seconds here on this last lap as he goes into the Commandments one more time. Just making it look easy, doubling his way through, not doing anything too crazy to start the day off here. Track's still pretty good condition as well. A lot of nice, smooth, long ruts, but it's going to get rough today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We saw it yesterday, dried out and rough, beat up. And these guys are laying down the lines that we'll be seeing all day here at Loretta Lynn's.
So Pelialagos working his way through Storyland one final time. Inside line both times through there. Definitely seems a little bit richer, the dirt this morning. I feel like it's not as sticky and wet as it was yesterday, I feel.
Yeah, I feel the same. Yesterday we saw it getting beat up pretty early, and that might be because Mike Brown and all those guys got out there first and dug it up. But yeah, I agree. Not quite as rough as we saw yesterday morning at this time.
So just 2 turns left now for Pelialagos as he's going to bring it back through the middle of the track. Everyone else on the track right now getting the white flag, but it is going to change over here in just a moment's time. One more time through the Thor Sand Sweeper for the 19 of Kyle Pelialagos. And down to the finish line he comes. Your winner, 250C Junior 12 to 17 limited, Kyle Pelialagos.
And what an awesome race for him. 7.7 seconds was the gap last time around. So coming here and doing exactly what he wanted to at Loretta Lynn's.
Yeah, Robert Weiss also going to cross the line there in second. Follows him through. See the 15 of William Barrett go across the line. Looks like he picked up that 4th spot behind Walker Alfano. Those guys all running pretty similar lap times here towards the end. So looks like that fitness held up for a lot of our front runners.
Exactly, exactly. A 2:07.2 there for Kyle Paleologos last time around.
All right, so there is your top 10. Paleologos from Weiss, Alfano Barrett, Trent Salisbury crossing in 5th ahead of Ryder Rodriguez. 7th for Anthony Polakowski. 8th for Kerry Owings. 9th was Cole Tucker. And 10th for Drew Emilton. As that is the end of 250C Junior 12 to 17 Limited Moto number 1 here at the ranch.
All right, guys, I am going to jump in from down here at the podium. What a race we had here in 250C Junior. And we're going to call up our first Moto winner, a hard-fought race. And the number 19 gets the job done. Do a little debrief whenever he's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Your first Moto winner, Kyle Paleologos, getting the job done and getting the gold medal. Grab you a photo, man, and then we'll chat about this first race win out here at the ranch. All right, nobody wants to smile for a picture when nobody's cheering. Make a little noise one more time. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. All right, a great job there, Kyle. Man, a big smile on the face. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. I got a good start, surprisingly. I came out of the corner in probably like 20th, but I just railed outside in the next straight and got up to first pretty quick. Went down going into the Storyland and then made my way back up and then just rode it out.
Now talk about the mindset, man. When you hit the ground, you knew you were going to have to fight to get this thing back, but it looked like the fitness is there. You didn't look like you were struggling or laboring, really. You felt strong all the way through?
I felt pretty good. Once I went down, I of course got shaky because I was nervous, but whenever I got back up, only 3 people had gone by me, so I knew it wouldn't be too hard. Made my way through them and then just rode smooth. I knew I had a gap, so I just rode slower, tried to keep it on 2 wheels, not like I did the 3rd lap, and just finish it out.
Hey, man, you never gave up, and it's paying off. You got a gold medal around your neck. Who do you want to thank for helping you out?
All my family, of course. Triangle Cycles for helping me through the mess that we had through regionals. I don't even know what to say right now. It's just all of the local tracks and the people who helped me train, War Eagle MX and Monster Mountain MX, Shea Bentley, Kendall Mason, of course, everybody on my fender, Factory Connection, Answer, Mika Metals, 100%, Magura, Pit Posse, Dirt Tricks, and everybody else who helps me. Thank you.
Emotions are at a high right now out here. Put your hands together one more time. Kyle Paleologos getting that first Moto win. So a fantastic job there for the Yamaha rider. And we are going to have our silver medal finisher come up next, ladies and gentlemen. Making his way over towards the podium. Please put your hands together. Robert Weiss going to be grabbing the silver medal here in 250C Junior. Sorry, it might be my earpiece here. I said make a little noise. Thank you here. Hey, congratulations, man. That was a hard-fought race. Grab you a photo, and then we're going to chat about this first moto. You were a man on the move. All right, so we saw slicing, dicing, people going down. Man, it was chaos out there. Take us through the first moto.
Yeah, I pulled 37th gate pick, so that wasn't the best. And then I just did my best to get a good start, came out around top 5, and then worked my way up to the lead, I think, first few laps. And then I just made a stupid mistake and tipped over right before the finish. And I just charged till the end.
You talk about those simple mistakes, man. They're real easy to make out on this track. Something about it, it just seems they pop out, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, you're going to work on it. You're still up here on the box. You're in the title fight. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, dad, Callahan MX School, Factory Connection, Johnny Knowles at Scott Goggles, Focus X Gear, Ian K Heating and Cooling, Haynes Reality, Kurt Mayberry Home Improvements, my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, my buddy Zach and his dad for letting me borrow a bike to use for the qualifiers, and everyone else, thank you.
There you go, guys. Grabbing second place, Robert Weiss. And then the final spot up here on the podium, the bronze medal coming up next. Please put your hands together for Walker Alfano. And the crowd goes wild, man. Grab you a photo, and then we got to chat. You came out of nowhere, it seemed like, and then boom, you were inside the top 5. Next thing you know, you're inside the top 3, man. How'd you feel about that first moto?
Yeah, I felt great. I definitely had to work for it. I didn't get the best start, but I fought hard all the way to the end. Now I'm up here, so.
Hey, man, the hard work pays off, and it looks like a lot of people say it's tough to pass out here. You didn't seem to have that problem. You were making them happen. What was the secret?
Man, you just got to find different lines, because there's like a bunch of lines going into every corner, and they make a lot of mistakes, like trying to go into the deep inside, so I was kind of going around the outside. So
there you go, being smart, man, using every inch of the track. Who do you want to thank for getting up here on the podium?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, everyone, my whole family for coming out and supporting me. Alfano Racing, SFL, Mon Racing, Boo Bear Racing, Fast House, Moto D, and everyone else I forgot. Thank you.
There you go, guys. That is a 3rd place finisher, Walker Alfano, grabbing the bronze here in 250C Junior. And don't forget, we got a Stasic Hole Shot Award to give away as well. And that's going to be Gavin Baker, the first one around the first turn. Put your hands together, courtesy of Stasic, your Hole Shot Award winner. All right, man. Well, we know you figured out how to get around that first turn quick. Did you get a good jump? What was your gate pick? I always like to ask that for the whole shot.
I got the 11th gate pick.
Inside that top 15, you're sitting good, man. It's got a good drive out of the gate. How'd you finish up?
I didn't finish up too well. I crashed in the 10 Commandments and knocked the wind out of me pretty good, and my back really hurts, but you know, it's part of racing, so we'll get back to it and go back to the cam, fix what we got to fix, and get ready for the second moto.
Hey, man, you clearly got the speed. I'm glad to hear you're feeling all right. We'll see you back in second moto.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one, guys. Absolutely. Put your hands together. That was the Stasic Hole Shot Award winner, Gavin Baker, and that is going to do it for us down here on the podium. We'll send it back to you guys in the tower.